The trade union movement is calling on the government to pass the sexual harassment bill before the end of the legislative year. Trade unionists were speaking at the latest RGR News Forum. Outrage in Jamaica last week amidst allegations of sexual harassment and assault on students at the Edna Manley College of the Visual and Performing Arts in St. Andrew. Following the report by the Gleaner newspaper, the male lecturer at the center of the allegations has been sent on leave pending an investigation. President of the Jamaica Confederation of Trade Unions, Helene Davis-White, says unions have also received reports of sexual harassment in the workplace.
It becomes a little difficult because the complainants sometimes are not willing to come forward, and so this is why we need the law that will establish the kind of framework within which persons will feel comfortable to be able to come forward and make reports and for them to be dealt with.
General Secretary of the Union of Technical, Administrative and Supervisory Personnel, St. Patrice Ennis, and Danny Roberts, the director of the Hugh Shearer Labour Studies Institute at the University of the West Indies, both weighed in on the issue.
The Institute has been tracking sexual harassment and have made some interventions in the hotel industry, in academia and some public sector, private sector bodies. So we're actually looking at that.
So you have taken an interest in the Edna Manley issue?
Yes, definitely.
And
we'll be reaching out to them.
And individually, unions have incorporated in their collective labor agreements sexual harassment policies with the various companies but what is required is a national policy or legislation to do so.
In the meantime, Mrs. Davis-White insists there is still a gap in the salaries of males and females.
While we have law that says you should have equal pay for work of equal value, when we just do a cursory look at, say, our public sector and compare the professions in the public sector, say HR, which is usually predominantly female, they are not as valued as, say, the accountants, which would normally be predominantly male. So we have been able to establish that there still is a gender pay gap, and so we still have that issue to be dealt with.